But that would mean you're actually...
I'm 124.
Oh my god! Well, that actually makes sense if you actually look at all the wrinkles and shit. Yeah, he is ancient. Like, there's old and then there's ancient.
These parallel worlds.
Yep.
You did all this because you were curious?
When a person does something significant, it's difficult to boil the reason down to one word. Their motives are often very complex.
Yeah.
It is the same now. To fulfill several objectives, it was necessary to trap all of you in here.
Yep.
So why did you do it?
You want to know?
Please?
It is so you give birth to Phi and myself, Diana.
What do you mean?
Phi and I are the children of Diana and Sigma.
Phi is...
Wait. They're children?
November 16th, 2029. Phi and I were born in this shelter. This was another history, of course.
Of course.
Shortly after, the atomic data that makes up our bodies was transported to April 1904. The transporter was located in a German research facility at that time. Our bodies reconstructed and regenerated in the export pods at that facility.
But that would mean you're actually...
I'm 124.
Oh my god! Well, that actually makes sense if you actually look at all the wrinkles and shit. Yeah, he is ancient. Like, there's old and then there's ancient.
You're joking.
But Phi is...
A German researcher sent her to 2008.
Yep.
Records indicate that she was part of an experiment.
Oh god.
You're saying Phi jumped back in time from 2029 to the year 1904, and then forward again to 2008?
Yes.
Technically, what was sent both times was simply the data makeup of Phi's body.
Yeah. Like I keep saying, it wasn't the original. The original of all of them, of Diana, Sigma, Delta, and Phi, they all died in the shelter in that timeline, but their data was copied, and therefore a copy of them existed. Phi's been copied several times, it sounds like.
I heard that in 2008, the device was being studied in an American facility.
That's when an old couple who were researchers took me in.
Yep.
We've gone off topic.
Have we? That seemed very on topic to me.
But yes, that was one of the major goals. Everything that occurred here helped create Phi and myself.
History.
And when I say that, I am including all of the other histories.
Yeah, because here's the thing. All of these histories have to happen so that this event itself happens. Basically, he had to make things happen so that the world would turn out the way it is. Otherwise, he wouldn't exist. Phi wouldn't exist. So many things would be different. So yeah, it's literally fate or history. You can't change it, which is what makes it all the more fascinating.
If I hadn't trapped the group of you here, then Phi and I would have never been born in our current forms.
Yep, like I said.
Your current forms?
Sean, you should already know about epigenetics. You see, environmental factors determine which switches are activated within the genetic code.
Ooh.
Reproductive cells are the same. Or perhaps I should say that the reproductive cells are the ones most affected.
Oh, I get it.
Do you?
That's why you made Diana and Sigma play the decision game.
What do you mean?
By backing them into a crisis situation, he caused an epigenetic change within their reproductive cells. I think that's why their children were born with unique powers.
Yep.
Gold star.
Ha!
This is the reason I have my mind-hacking abilities. Phi was affected as well. You were born a shifter. D-Team, do you recall what was written on your wall?
Oh, this is the final anagram, which I'm gonna write down because I want to get it all.
When curious hate oozes calamity.
And rearranging the letters gives you...
No way. What you choose can materialize us.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. I love all the anagrams in this game. They're fantastic.
Our decisions will bring you to life.
Yep.
That is why the decision games were held. So that the Phi and me, here now, would materialize exactly the way we are.
Ah.
No, but... Okay, so I get why you had to have Diana and Sigma go through life or death decisions. But the rest of us had nothing to do with...
I already told you. My motives are complex.
Indeed they are.
Wait, there's more?
Obviously.
Ah! Fuck you, you goddamn old man!
Oh, wow. Oh, damn! And of course the shotgun ends up next to Eric! That was pretty badass.
It's over.
Not really.
You may be right.
He has the mind hack ability, remember?
Diana, take this. Put it in. Your bluebird, too.
It's ready.
Verified. Key items were set. Executing Force Quit program. 10 minutes until explosion.
Oh, and everyone's like, we thought we were gonna get out. That's not what happens when you force quit. It's similar to rage quitting, except you just die. which is very different than rage quitting, but at the same time, somehow similar, as there is an explosion of something, it's just not rage.
What?
Yeah.
Oh no!
The hell? What is this?
You done fucked up.
Hey, answer me! What's with that announcement?
Must I explain?
Yes.
This shelter will soon explode.
Oh, joy.
So hard, only to turn on this facility's self-destruct mechanism.
Oh!
Sean, access the central control computer.
It's no use. Once the Force Quit program has been activated, there is no possible way for you to reverse it.
Then what can we do?
I will tell you two good things.
Oh, thank you, Delta.
First, I suggest checking behind the bar counter.
Oh, no!
Why would you?
Gab.
No!
Gab's been.
No! No, Gab! Gab, no! Why? Oh, God, I'm screaming too much. No, Gab, no! Why the puppy? That guy killed a puppy! He's a son of a bitch! God damn it! Gab, no! I hate this!
Did you kill Gab?
Yes, who else?
Yes, with the shotgun you're holding.
Uh,
There wasn't much life left in him anyway.
That's not the point!
You monster!
I never expected to hear that coming from you, Sean.
Well, it's true!
What's the other thing? You had two things to tell us.
I have the ability to mind hack,
We already know that.
but I've not told you everything about it. Reading other people's thoughts isn't the only thing I can do with mind hacking.
Yep.
It only lasts a moment, but I am able to control someone's body as I wish. Like this.
Oh. He forced Eric to shoot him.
Eric! Why?
No, for real, my finger just...
Mind hacking.
Yep.
Understand now. This is my power.
If you're 124 years old and you got blasted with a shotgun, you wouldn't be speaking, especially because it looks like he hit your lungs and your heart.
So, let's begin. Your final decision game. You have two choices. One, to stay here and wait to die.
Okay.
The other is... The other is...
Shifting, obviously.
Hey, what's the other option? What's the other option?
He's not gonna answer, he's dead.
Explosion.
Oh, joy.
What should we do?
Not die.
The X door.
And how exactly should we open it? Unless 6 people die, it's gonna stay closed. Or should we start killing each other now?
No, please.
Mira?
I have an idea.
Okay.
Which is?
We're going to shift, all of us, together.
Hey, hold on. Like jumping to another history?
But Eric and
I'm sure it will be fine. Remember what I said? Human consciousness may be a result of quantum effects in the brain.
Oh yeah. You said if certain conditions are met, we can also...
Yep.
What are the conditions?
First, you need to be exposed to danger.
Okay!
And the
Done.
other one is...
To be in the vicinity of a group of shifters.
I get it. We'll resonate, and then Mira and Eric can...
Jump with
Which
us!
history are we going to jump to?
None of the similar histories will work. One team is likely to be dead after the vote.
And we can't shift if there are no bodies for us to jump to, right?
Yep.
Then... we need to jump to where all of us are alive.
When we're all alive.
The coin toss, obviously.
Do you mean...
A history in which we survived the coin toss.
The history where we won the coin toss.
Yep.
3 minutes until explosion.
I'm not sure I get it all, but it's a good idea?
What are you saying? There's no way we could do that.
Why?
Not?
Shift isn't simply jumping into bodies in different histories.
Our consciousnesses swap places. Ours for theirs.
We'll be forcing our other selves into these bodies, and they'll die without knowing why.
Yep.
Yeah, and what's wrong with that?
Okay, it's kind of the moral dilemma, but, you know, I'm sure everyone else gets it. Mira, serial killer, you know, makes sense.
Well, they're all living without a care off in another history, yeah? One time, they do the coin toss once and win? Don't you think that's unfair?
Life is just unfair, don't you think?
Mira, you're saying they, but we're talking about ourselves here.
Well, we should consider if those people really are us.
Good point. If we assume that we here are the true versions, then the us in the other history are essentially strangers. Even more of a reason not to.
If we shift to that history, then we're tossing the others under the bus to save ourselves.
Yes, you are.
The us in that history have done nothing wrong. I mean, the only thing they did was win at a coin toss.
You could say the same for us. The only thing we did was lose a coin toss. Even so, we've had to go through so much shit. We've been forced to put our lives on the line.
You've died several times, too. I'm sorry, but the argument does kind of hold true because this version of them, this final version of them, has gone through a lot more shit than the other people. Sadly.
Besides, aren't the bodies in the other histories ours anyway?
Yeah, but...
Then why should we second guess ourselves?
Huh.
1 minute until explosion.
We're out of time. I'll say it again. We have two choices. We can stay here and wait for our deaths, or survive by sacrificing our other selves in another history.
So that's what that bastard meant.
The final decision game.
Final decision game.
Yep. And now, it's the final choice, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to decide. I'm gonna start off by not shifting because that's the quote-unquote bad ending. And then I'll get the good ending in a second. Your choice is made! So we're basically gonna sacrifice ourselves so that our other selves will, be okay. And Mira was just like, yeah, I'm okay with this. Oh, and the family's together! Aww, and now we're all gonna die. Boom. Boom. Oh, major boom. Well, damn. That was a game over. That was a game over indeed. Wait, final decision, all sections cleared. I didn't get the final ending. Hold on. Oh. Oh, this one wasn't finished, right? Because I gotta go back here and shift again, don't I? Let's go to the timeline and take a look at it. Oh yeah, don't shift. Oopsie. We're gonna go back to the final decision and choose to shift this time, I think. We talked a lot about this. Time to decide. We're gonna shift. Ladies and gentlemen, we are sacrificing our previous selves to save our new selves. What? Oh, there it is! Okay, I was like, where is it? Yep. Jump here! Hooray! And this is the final ending of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Payoff number 2! Yay! Nevada Desert Decom.
Damn, I can't remember anything.
Me neither.
Neither can I.
It somehow feels like I made a bet with someone, but...
Someone?
What kind of bet?
Did we all forget what happened?
Oh, I feel bad.
Could I ask all of you something? Who is this kid?
That's Sean. Hi, Sean. And there we are! And we condemned them all to death. But who cares about that? We all survived! Somehow! We gonna get back up now? Yay!
Did we do it?
Yep.
We're not wearing the bracelets, so I don't know the time. But
Judging by the position of the sun, it's probably noonish.
Yay!
And the date?
How would I know?
Hey, Mira. Eric. Do you remember me?
Yeah.
I definitely remember you.
Hi, Sean!
Then we really did.
Yay!
Must have worked.
Yep.
Life is unfair.
And there he
Don't
is.
you think?
Oh! Gap's alive! And obviously so is he.
17 years ago, a snail traveled down a narrow path in the park.
Fuck snails. Like I said, fuck snails. I've said it so many times now. It's practically my catchphrase. Fuck snails, man.
If that snail hadn't been there, perhaps all of you here would have lived a completely different life than you did.
Probably.
Just one small snail, and everyone's lives, even the world, changed.
Yeah, a snail killed 6...
What's the big deal?
The big deal is that a snail killed 6 billion people! We need to eradicate all snails. It'll be the snail-pocalypse. It'll be fantastic. Trust me. Trust me. I know it's not gonna make sense, but trust me, it will save 6 billion people. Frank, you've gone off the deep end. No! You're not deep end enough, man!
Would you just quit talking nonsense?
Nope. Gab!
I'm so glad you were safe.
Me too!
Of course we were. You all have shifted in from another history.
Whatever. We gotta call the cops.
And what exactly will that accomplish?
Isn't it obvious? We're throwing you in the slammer.
And my crime?
Murder.
Murder? I see. But I haven't killed anyone.
That's why I love this. In this timeline, he hasn't. He's just accessing the memories that they have from all the other timelines. He hasn't killed anyone in this game. No one at all. In fact, he let them go. So yeah, they've got nothing on him.
Specifically, in this history, not a single person has died. I strongly doubt the police would listen.
But in the other histories, you...
Did you not pay attention? I don't have the ability to shift. The only reason I know anything of those histories is because I mind-hacked you.
Yep.
In effect, the me you know is a different person than the one before you.
Yep.
Can I be charged for killing someone in another history?
Nope.
So, then I'd say this world would be full of criminals of all kinds.
Yep.
What about conspiracy to commit?
Yeah. I'm betting this history's got a bunch of dangerous machines and gimmicks all over the shelter.
Unfortunately, I have removed them all. You've slept for quite a while. Nothing is left in the shelter. No transporter, no quantum computer. Loaded into a truck and taken away.
Oh.
Sean is able to move right now due to radio signals received from a satellite.
Ooh.
Why? Aren't you happy? I say again, in this history, not a single person has died.
That's...
Phi and I exist, and there will never be an outbreak of Radical 6.
Yeah! Yeah! That's the funny thing! That's the really super duper messed up funny thing! The ending I always go for in these games, well, in any game, is like the super duper happy ending where everyone lives. Ironically, in this super duper happy ending where everyone lives, the bad guy also lives. So yeah, it doesn't really feel like much of a victory. Dear God. Oh, that is turning the formula on its head in like the best way.
There is only a bright future ahead for all of us.
Oh God, he's rubbing it in.
Is this not what you'd call a happy end?
Yes! Yes, it is.
But according to you, all of mankind will die if time passes and nothing is done.
A religious fanatic, a terrorist attack that sparks a nuclear war.
I heard this story. You said you released Radical 6 so that you could kill that person.
Yep.
The me before you did not say that, but I can't deny it's true.
Radical 6 won't spread throughout the world in this history.
Nope.
That means that fanatic guy won't die.
Wait, so now humans will go extinct?
Hey, where's that happy future you mentioned?
Interesting. Does that make you angry, Phi?
What?
If so, then we have a serious contradiction. I had prepared a future in another history where 2 billion would survive. But yet, you decided to jump to this history.
Ooh.
That means you chose a future where humanity goes extinct. Over 6 billion dead.
No, you're wrong, Delta.
I really like the I really like kind of the conundrum he set up. He set them up to fail, so that by them choosing their own survival, humankind is gonna go extinct. That is a really effed up choice, but at the same time, it proves a very powerful point in that humankind will, like individuals will more often than not save themselves. And here's the thing, I didn't comment about this earlier, but I feel like I should. If I had to sacrifice the happy me in that other dimension, like, because I talked about this a few episodes ago, about making a dimension where there is happy me and then there is me in this other dimension that has to stay. If I had to sacrifice happy me and all the happiness he had for myself to be happy, I don't know if I could do it. And that's why it was kind of easy for me to pick the don't shift option. Because I'm not sure if I would have in that situation, because I don't know if I would have had the heart to do that to another version of myself. And that's what makes it all the more palpable. This whole thing is so palpable. I love it.
Nothing in the future has been determined yet. We'll shape the future with our own hands.
Huh. You said something I can get behind, Carlos.
Yeah!
I think so too.
I agree.
Okay, me too.
Mira.
Are we not going to discuss the fact that she's a serial killer who is partially responsible for all of the events that happened? Is that not a thing we're going to discuss? Are we just gonna leave that out?
You're right. The future has infinite possibilities.
Yeah, you would know. You would know, Sigma.
If we work together, we can accomplish anything.
Yep.
Humanity's gonna die out? Screw that.
We'll definitely change that horrible future.
Yep. In the end, Delta created literally the best timeline because he gave all these people the mission of stopping, this religious fanatic, wherever he is, whatever he's doing. Well, actually, I'm not sure if they said he was a religious fanatic, but we know he's a fanatic either way. But the point is that he created a situation where everyone could live. Delta did that. Whether he intended to or not, I don't really know, but he still did that. I think maybe that's what he intended all along.
What's so funny?
Just that.
What the hell do you mean?
I'm sure I told you in another history that my motives are complex.
Oh my god, I'm right! He was trying to save the world and make sure no one died! But to do it, he had to do all these horrible things in different timelines until it finally paid off! Holy shit! And his is just the lucky one that gets to be the timeline where everyone lives! Oh, that is fantastic! I love it!
Imagine, what if none of you had experienced the events that occurred in the shelter? You're so determined now to change the future. One of the goals of all of this was to get you into that frame of mind. It's all going according to plan.
Aha, so he did plan it!
Without a single casualty.
Oh, wow.
I created a future where mankind will be saved. Does that upset you?
A little bit, but I mean, I get it.
That your life was played with?
Probably.
Very well. I will give all of you one last choice.
Oh, wow.
With that gun there, you will be able to choose whether to kill me now or allow me to leave. I promise I won't use mind hacking on you. You are free to decide. Which shall it be? Pull the trigger or let me go. The fates of you, me, and mankind are all on the line. This is the decision game.
And that is the most beautiful irony of all of the game's endings. After so many decisions, so many choices, so many twists and turns, we are denied the final choice of whether or not we get to kill Delta, who is Zero, who is the orchestrator of everything. To me, that is awesome. I love it. I love the fact that you don't get the final choice. The final choice is made for you. You don't even know what they chose. It's fantastic. Oh, this has been an experience. Oh God, this has been fantastic. I'm gonna get back to the main menu here so I can talk a little bit more about it. Hold on. DC Douglas, that's his name. DC Douglas is the name of the guy who voiced Zero in the English version. Oh God, DC Douglas does such fantastic work. I'm sorry, like, I just caught that while I have to sit through the ending, so, yeah, I just caught that, and I figured I'd share that with you. Oh, but the whole voice cast was fantastic. Just fantastic. I loved all the voices. They were great. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to skip ahead back to the menus, because I have a surprise for you. But we'll get there in just a second. BRB, everybody. It's thanks to the support of our fans that this project was completed. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts, Zero Time Dilemma staff. Yeah, that's actually something I wanted to comment on myself. Because you guys probably didn't know this, but this game originally got canceled. It was in development. It had just barely started development. I don't know how long they put into it when it got canceled. And they canceled it because support for the game, like, they didn't make the money back on, like, the first two titles that they wanted to. Which, you know, I understand, but they canceled the last one. But then fan support brought it back. Fans said, we want our ending. We want to know what happened at that facility. We want to know everything, you know, because Virtue's Last Reward did such a good job framing everything and giving us something to look forward to. So, yeah, then we got this, and this finishes out the series. And it only happened because fans really wanted it. So yeah, good job, fans. Good job, everybody. And that completes everything. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I almost said it wrong. I was saying it wrong the whole time. I almost said it wrong again. With that, ladies and gentlemen, Zero Time Dilemma is finished. Just over 24 hours. I put a whole day into this. Oh, that's kind of sad. But yeah, something I do want to show is, like I said, I had a special treat for you all, and to do. I have to go back to, not the main menu here. Damn it, I have to go right back into here so it doesn't matter. Payoff 1 and Payoff 2. We're going to Payoff 2 just for this. Because let me show you something interesting, because the cinema notes in here, look at this. They update. They updated. And we looked at a little of these earlier, like Gab Letter and everything, so I'm going to kind of get these all not new anymore. The ones we already looked at. Oops. Active time. Where the air ducts go, robot name. Okay, we did this one, Apocalypse 1, and, oh, sorry, the murder, and then Apocalypse 1 and 2. And then post-payoff. This is what happens to everyone in the game. The only one they don't talk about... Well, actually they don't talk about Diana and Sigma. That's odd. They're not here. That's weird. But like everything else is here. We've gotten everything. So we're going to see about the other 5 first. We'll see what... Basically what this is... What is room? Oh. Change room. Okay, yeah. So we are going to look at... It's all in postscript because they couldn't do it as like an actual ending because, like I said, this game was canceled once and then brought back from the dead by fans. So we're going to find out what happened to all of our favorite characters at the end of this series. So I'm betting that Diana and Sigma will be mentioned here, but, you know, they don't directly mention them. So let's see what happened to Phi. Baby Phi was indeed transported from 1904 to 2008. But Phi also remained in 1904. Whatever happened to Phi? Rumor is she became a brilliant scientist and worked at a research facility in the U.S. well into her 100s. Oh wow, the facility was researching the transporter, and that's where the Phi from 1984 is sent. Oh, so they told us what happened to the other Phi. I get it. Oh, that's cool. Still not gonna find out what happens to any of them, I guess, for some reason, but... Now we'll start with the payoff. What happened to Carlos and everything? Because I freaking love Carlos. So we're going to start with Carlos. I guess we're just not going to get any information on Diana, Sigma, and Phi. But I mean, like, my guess is they're going to be a family now. They're going to be a real family. And everything's going to be super happy and great. That's my guess. There's going to be a lot of awkwardness with that. But I mean, hey. They're together, which is the important thing? Anyway, we're going to go on to Carlos here. The day is bright and clear. A girl in a white dress strolls along the beach. The wind tosses her long blonde hair playfully. Up until half a year ago, she had been confined to a bed. Carlos's eyes still cheer up every time he sees her smile. Come on, Carlos. You don't always have to help me. That's the point of my rehab. Oh, right. Sorry, Maria. Carlos brushes her hair out of her face. It's definitely not the summer sun that's making him act out of sorts. It's the fact that his sister is standing before him. His sister's back! Yay! Maria grins up at him. What would Akane and Junpei say if they saw you being all fussy like this? It's fine. They understand how important you are to me. Both you and Junpei put your lives on the line. That was a different history. But going through that means we know how to treat Reverie Syndrome. I can't believe we have the ability to jump through space-time. I'm just glad you're able to control it now. It's all because Carlos met Akane and Junpei that Maria was able to recover. He wishes he could show them just how well she's doing. What's Carlos do then? You're thinking about them right now, aren't you, Carlos? What makes you say that? Because you're smiling. And then again, Carlos is always smiling. It's great. Carlos closes his eyes as his unconscious smile turns fond. Yeah, they're just about your age. Kind of feels like I gained a brother and another sister. Oh wait, she's the same age as them? Wow, okay, I did not picture that. You are going to their wedding, aren't you? Akane and Junpei are getting married! Yay! Yes! That is so much better than sex in an elevator! That is like 100 times better than sex in an elevator and much better than drowning. We know the answer. They are getting married. They're not having sex or drowning in an elevator. They're just getting married. Took 3 games to get that answer. Yeah, and you're coming with me. But there is something Carlos needs to do first, back when the 3 of them parted ways. I'll be waiting to hear from you when you locate that terrorist. Carlos held his right hand out toward Akane and Junpei. The other 2 grabbed onto it with their own. There was no way of knowing if Delta was telling the truth. But if he was, one fanatic would kill off all humanity. Akane and Junpei vowed to find this person, and Carlos offered to help. Of course he did! Carlos is fucking awesome! He's Captain fucking America! He can still feel the strong bond between the 3 of them, their hands clasped together tightly. I suppose I better get used to talking more before the wedding, huh? Oh, okay, that's her. Yeah. Holding her hair out of her face, Maria reaches out to her brother, who takes her hand in his and they continue walking down the beach. The same blue sky above them stretches over friends Carlos knows he can rely on. Oh, this is great! I'm finding out so much! I love this! Okay, now we're gonna find out exactly what Akane and Junpei are up to, besides getting married, of course! Oh, I'm so happy! Junpei sits upon a white sofa somewhere within the secret location of Crash Keys, twiddling a pen and sighing. What else should I say? Lying on the table in front of him is a half-written letter. Suddenly, Akane pops up behind him. What are you doing, Junpei? She playfully teases. Gah! Junpei dives for the letter, but she snatches it from his fingers and begins reading. Let's see. Carlos, without you, Akane and I never would have gotten together. Thank you. Is this an invitation to the wedding? No! Definitely not! He makes a grab for the paper, but Akane quickly moves it out of his reach. It's just a processing report, Junpei Butters. Okay, yeah, I mentioned the wedding, but, the date hasn't been set yet. I made a promise to you and your brother. Santa's there too! Santa's there too! Oh, I'm so happy! We wouldn't get married until we've dealt with the fanatic. Akane's face flushes bright red. She hastily hides her face behind the letter and goes back to reading. I'd like nothing more than to get the approval and blessing of our old friends. And those of you we met 6 months ago. So everyone's gonna be there! Everyone's gonna be there! Except for Ace, cause fuck Ace. And the ninth man went boom. But we're gonna have Clover? Yes, because in this timeline she wouldn't have been sent off to the future. They're gonna have to unfreeze her and Alice. Alice will join us too. So, oh my god, Snake will be at the wedding! Everyone will be at the wedding! Okay, so there will be Snake, and there will be Clover, and there will be Lotus and her 2 daughters, and then there will be Seven, because, yes, I love Seven! And then there will be, who else is there? Who else is there from the first game? No one? I can't think of anyone. I mean, obviously Santa's gonna be there, okay. And then we've got, I'm guessing, Diana, Phi, and Sigma are definitely gonna be there. And, after that, definitely, Alice will be there, and Luna doesn't exist in this timeline, which is sad, because I would have loved Luna to go to the wedding, but we're not going to be sad, because everything is okay. We picked a history where everyone survived. Eyes wide, Akane glances up at Junpei. He avoids her gaze, awkwardly scratching the back of his head. Oh, the second part? There's a history where I keep searching for you. Even after I'm old and raggly. Oh, it's true. It still exists out there somewhere. When I think of that, sharp pain jolts through Junpei's face. Akane is pinching his cheek! Ow, that hurts! What are you doing? To prove to you that this isn't a dream, Akane giggles. You still can't believe we're together like this? Junpei shakes his head. You've changed a lot, Junpei. Half a year ago, you were never this honest. It's like, how do I describe it? Like a dream? Huh? Junpei leans in and quickly pinches Akane. Oh, now you've done it! She darts forward and goes after Junpei with both hands, getting in a pinch wherever she can. Junpei does the same. Once they start laughing, it's very hard to stop, and they keep going until they're out of breath. Ah. I see this is all thanks to Carlos too. I guess this is all thanks to Carlos too. That's why I'm writing that thank you letter. On Akane's left hand, a ring glitters on her ring finger. Oh, I'm so happy! Oh, they got together! The happiness! I'm so happy they finally got together! Oh, I'm so happy! Okay, now, Sean, Eric, and Mira. Hey, Mira, how are you feeling? Are you lonely? Come on, Eric, you visited last week. Eric smiles wryly and reaches out to Mira with his left hand. Mira does the same, and their hands with matching silver rings align on the other side of the plexiglass window. Oh my god! I brought a new guest to see you today. Eric shifts to the side, and a head pops into view. Hey, Amira! Long time no see! It's Sean, right? Yep, I'm happy you remembered. Behind Mira, the sun is shining through an iron-barred window, lighting up the visitor room. Been a long time, Sean. Good to see you. The smile that appears on her face is real. Mira no longer needs to plaster on a fake one. Well, that's nice. When I heard you turned yourself in, I was really surprised. Eric was the one who convinced me. He said I should pay for my sins so we could be together. So that's why you got married in jail? They got married in jail? Are you kidding me? That's awesome! Like, it's weird, but it's awesome! Eric ducks his head shyly. Are you sure you're okay with this? Mira asks. He looks at her in confusion. Don't you regret marrying me? I did carve your heart out in another history. Isn't that what you said, Sean? Yeah, you did. I was there. It was super fucked up. But apparently Mira's not super evil in this dimension, so it's okay, I guess? Yeah, you did. Eric looks Mira straight in the eye. I've already told you a bunch of times I forgive you. No matter what happens. Besides, you haven't killed me in this history yet, right? Pluses and minuses, I guess? Holy crap. Yet. Mira's lips twist wryly. But the Heartrippers killed people already, so many. Sean, stop it. Eric turns angrily on Sean, and Mira's face falls into a frown, but Sean continues speaking. You've turned yourself in, Mira, but that doesn't mean you've paid for all the crimes you did. I doubt the family and friends that were left behind would forgive you even if you were put on death row. There's no way you can clear your sins here. Mira grits her teeth. But there is a way to clear them. Well, not what you've already done, technically. You'll have to pay for those your whole life. That will never change. But maybe you can in another universe? Suddenly, Sean's fist crashes through the plexiglass window. Ah! Mira jumps back while Eric is frozen in shock. What are you? Eric can't even finish speaking before Sean moves. Jumping through the glass window, he kicks the outside wall of the visitor room, causing it to crumble and reveal a giant hole. An alarm immediately starts blaring and police officers run into the room, but Sean darts toward and takes them all down in the blink of an eye. Fucking awesome! Go, Sean! He holds his hand out to Mira. Let's go. Go? Where? I know where the transporter is being stored. You're saying we should go change history? Eric finally stutters. Sean nods. To stop young Mira from committing murder, I'm pretty sure Mira, I'm pretty sure that's the only way you can clear your sins. Oh, so they're gonna use the transporter to send Mira back and stop herself from committing the murders! That is awesome! Mira stares out through the hole in the wall at the horizon extending beyond. Oh, and that's it. That's the end of Zero Time Dilemma. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna get back to the main menu really quick here, just because I think that's kind of the best place to be right now, because oh my goodness, oh dear lord, oh wow, holy fucking balls. That was awesome. And here's the thing, those little side things I just read, I didn't read them during my first playthrough. I didn't even realize they were there. I accidentally found out about them when I was, just the other day, before, right before I finished, making these Let's Plays, I was looking on, Wikipedia about the game, trying to find out, more information about why the game was originally canceled, and I was looking through the synopsis, and I was like, oh, I've seen this before, no big deal, and then I saw post-credit scenes, and I'm like, what are those? I don't remember seeing those, and I read, oh, you have to access them via cinema mode, not cinema mode, via, the files, they're not actual scenes, so yeah. To me, that was utterly awesome, and I now have full closure for this game. Overall, Zero Time Dilemma has been a huge part of my channel, and I know my channel is still fresh, and honestly, from this point on, something I have decided is that I don't want to play games I haven't already... I don't want to play games I've already played before for you. I thought I could be okay with that, but I'm really not. I need to have the shock of playing a game for the first time be a part of my Let's Plays, because they're what make it fun. Going back and editing the videos has been an arduous process, but I laugh at my own videos, and that's something that, honestly, to me, is very important. So, I may not always have new content up, unfortunately, because there's not always going to be games I feel I can do Let's Plays of. And, yeah, it's always going to be difficult to find new games to play, so I would appreciate it if you would, guys, in the comments below, throw down some suggestions of games you want me to play. Just throw them down there. Now, people have asked me to play the Danganronpa series, which I've already played those, so the problem lies in the fact that I already know everything that's going to happen, so it's not going to be as fun for you guys, at least I think that. If you guys really want to see me basically baby out over the fact of me knowing who's going to live and who's going to die in that murder mystery series, I mean, if enough people ask for it, I'll play it, but I mean, like, you know, I just don't think it would be as amusing, but if you guys think you would enjoy it, I'll definitely play it for you. So, with that said, thank you everybody so much for watching, thank you for joining me on this another amazing adventure, and guess what, the next adventure is just around the corner. I don't know what it is, but we're gonna get there together, everybody. So once again, thank you for watching, hit the like button so that I know you enjoyed it, and until next time, stay beautiful, my beautiful, beautiful viewers!